So welcome back. My name is Bukumi.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. May peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. And those of you who are not Muslim, may Allah's peace and guidance be upon you. Today my program is, I'm going to be replying to a man, or I'm going to be rebutting a man that comes on YouTube. I don't know his name. He's a Caucasian guy. I think I saw the video once, but people keep writing me, texting me, asking me to reply and give answers to the question that this man have raised. And the title of his program is that he said Muhammad or Jesus, who is more powerful. Well, that's very distasteful comparison. In Islam, we don't compare prophet and messengers. The Quran is clear on that one. لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله. We don't compare prophet and messengers of Allah. We leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if you still want the answer, Allah is more powerful than both Muhammad and Jesus and all the prophets that walk the earth. Okay, the first question he raised was that Muhammad take life, he says, but Jesus give lives. If you look at the Quran chapter 15 verse 23, Allah said, whoever takes a life, it is as if he's taking or slain the whole of mankind. So in Islam, we don't take life. Muhammad does not take life. And Jesus said in John 17 verse 3, this is life eternal, the only one true God, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent. In other words, if you want to enter heaven, you have to follow the law that Allah have laid down, or God have laid down. And God is eternal, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent. So Muhammad don't take life and Jesus don't take life. They all came to give the same thing that Allah have asked them to do. And number two, he said Muhammad practiced false religion and Jesus did not practice false religion. I don't know where he get these ideas from, but the Quran chapter 3 verse 19 said, Inna dina indallahi al-Islam. The religion before Allah is Islam. Islam is total submission to the will of Allah. In the Quran chapter 5 verse 3, it also said, this day I have perfected your religion, and I've given you all the favors that I like to give you, and I've chosen for you Al-Islam as a way of life. So this is not a false religion. Submission to the one and only God that deserves to be worshipped. We read again in the Quran chapter 4 verse 163, we inspire to you, O Muhammad, just like we inspired to Noah and the prophet that came before him. And so the inspiration that Muhammad brought is the same religion. There is no falsity in this prophet's religion. I don't know where you get this idea from. You should be reading books and researching the Quran, really. The third question he raises that Muhammad is a racist person or racist prophet killing Jew. And he said Jesus brought love. He never killed nobody. Well, the Quran chapter 49 verse 13 says, O mankind, we created you from a single pair of male and female, and we make you into nation and tribes so that you will know and respect one another. The best amongst you is he who have conscience of God, who have righteousness in him. So in Islam, the criteria is not to kill. I mean, we are all the same. We don't kill no Jew. Islam don't kill nobody. I don't know where you still get this idea from. But if I should refer you in the book of Matthew chapter 15 verse 21, where Jesus called a woman a dog. This woman is an Arabian woman. This can be found in the Matthew chapter 15 verse 21. When she came to Jesus, she said, good master, my daughter is possessed with the demon, please heal her. At the end, Jesus called her a dog. He said, it is not good to take the children's bread and give it to a dog like you. So he called her a dog. I don't know why you're making this statement when in fact in your book it's been referred, Jesus is being racist and by not giving her the treatment that she came looking for because she's an Arab, he's a Jew. So I don't know where you get this idea from. Number 4, he said Muhammad killed those who denied him, but Jesus prayed for them. Again, if you know Islamic history, when Muhammad conquered Mecca, when he took over Mecca after he was being kicked by the ancient Arabs who hated him, he said unto them, what do you think about me? They say, we think of you as a very good man, one who is humble, who came from a very good background. And he said, okay, today you don't have to become Muslims. I'm going to tell you exactly what I told, what Joseph told his brethren. Go. I mean, Allah give you guidance, and he gave them general amnesty. I don't know where you get this idea from, but rather in the book of Luke, Luke 19 verse 27, Jesus said, referring to him killing people, Jesus said, for those of you who do not want me to be their king, bring them here and slay them before me. Slay them before me. Jesus said that those of you who don't want me to be, their king, bring them here and cut their throat. Again, we read in the book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 34, Jesus said, do not think that I've come to bring peace on earth. Nay, I have not come to bring peace. I've come to bring sword. Who is using sword? Who is killing who? I mean, you should read your book very well and study about Islam. You'll understand that Muhammad is not someone that killed. It is just propaganda that is being used against Islam and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, the fifth argument he brought is that Muhammad preached one God, but Jesus said he is the God. I don't know where he get this idea from. Again, in Quran chapter 112, Qul huwallahu ahad, say God is only one. In the book of Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Moses said God is one. Isaiah, Jeremiah, all of them said God is one. In fact, Jesus also said God is one. He didn't say I am God. Matthew 19:16, Jesus said, when a man came to him, good master, what good thing must I do to enter life? Jesus said, why do you call me good for? The only one that is good is the Father in heaven. But if you want to go to heaven eternally, keep the law and the commandment of Moses. So you see, Jesus is not saying that he is God. And then we read also in the book of John chapter 14 verse 28, Jesus said, my Father is greater than all. My Father is greater than I. Where did Jesus say he is God? I don't know. You are putting the word of Jesus in his mouth when he didn't say that. We read again in the book of John chapter 5 verse 30, where Jesus himself, he said, I can of my own self do nothing. The way I hear, I judge, and my judgment is good, because I do not take my own will, but the will of the Father who sent me. My brother, where did Jesus say he is God? So if Muhammad preached one God, Jesus preached one God. None of them claim to be God, but you make Jesus Christ to be God and the Son of God. Okay, the sixth question, the sixth problem he raises, that Muhammad's tomb is occupied. Jesus' tomb is empty. So you see, Jesus is better than Muhammad. Well, that proves the case that Muhammad did not die. If he has died, according to Islam, if we believe that, which we don't believe, then he would have his tomb will be occupied. But as it is, Islam, we don't believe Jesus Christ is dead. That's why the tomb is empty. Muhammad is dead, of course. All prophets are dead. And if you die as a prophet, that doesn't make you a false prophet or a superior over than one over the other. So Jesus Christ's tomb, it means he did not die. Eventually he's going to come back to earth and he's going to die just like anybody else before the end of time. Okay, he said the Quran inspired terrorism and the Bible inspired peace. The answer that I gave him is that the Quran chapter 2 verse 190, it says, show forgiveness, enjoy that which is good, and turn from that which is not good. And the Quran also said, fight in the way of Allah those who fight you, but do not transgress the limit. That's what the Quran said. There's no terrorism in Islam. In fact, Islam came to fight terrorism. Terrorism is the opposite of Islam. Islam is peace. Terrorism is war. And you know who is causing terrorism in this world. I don't have to tell you. Okay, well, in your Bible, when we're talking about terrorism, you should read your Bible very closely, because the book of Joshua, chapter 6, verse 21, it says, utterly destroy them. Destroy all that is in the city, both men and women, young and old, the oxen and the donkey, with the edges of the sword. Destroy them all. That is the Bible. That is terrorism. Again, we read in the Bible, the first Samuel chapter 15 verse 3. It reads, now go and attack Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and do not have mercy on them, but kill both men and women, infants and nursing children, oxen and sheep, camel and donkey. Kill them all. This is the Bible. Which is terrorism? That's what your Bible said. Again, we read in the Bible, the book of Hosea 13 verse 16. It says, even their children will also be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses should be plundered and their wives ravished and raped. This is your book. You're talking about terrorism. Read your own Bible. Okay, folks, it appears that the Bible is the only religious book on the face of the earth that sanctions the killing of children, the smashing of infants' heads, and ripping the womb of the pregnant women. The Quran warned us against those who tell lies on God by writing that which God did not sanction, Read Quran chapter 2 verse 79. فَوَيْلٌ لِلَّذِينَ يَكْتُبُونَ الْكِتَابَ بِأَيْدِيهِمْ ثُمَّ يَقُولُونَ هَذَا مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ لِيَشْتَرُوا بِهِ ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا. Woe unto those who write the books with their own hand, and then they say it's from Allah, and then so they make benefit out of it. Really, the Quran is a book from Allah. The Quran is not a book of terrorism. You should read the Quran very well, but your Bible contains a lot of information. I didn't even say all. If I should say things that your Bible have said, you'll be shocked and be surprised. Definitely, I'm going to put my stop here. Definitely, we will do it again if we have to do it again. Hazza billahi tawfiq. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala.
My goodness, guys, I'm so speechless. Like, a lot of information I'm just hearing for the very first time. You know, let's just start with this. The main topic was, who is more powerful, Muhammad or Jesus? That he didn't answer, right? He only said Allah is the greater one, is more powerful. He should have given us an answer to that, in which I feel he didn't answer that question based on my own, opinion. Then he went ahead to give differences between Prophet Muhammad and Jesus. He said there was a man that spoke about, gave differences between Prophet Muhammad and Jesus, and he's here to answer the person back so that the person can understand more about these two prophets. That is Prophet Muhammad and Jesus. Because in Islam they call Jesus prophet or Messiah. So this man actually said that Jesus was a racist and not Muhammad. He spoke about a woman that Jesus referred to as a dog. But if you check that Bible verse very well, you know that Jesus didn't directly insult her. What he meant by dog is the fact that her life was not like, she lived a wayward life. So, and if you notice, she also said something in return, you know, that the dogs also can eat the crumbs. So you should know that Jesus didn't directly insult her or call her that. And he made mention of another point that actually got my attention. He said Islam is not a terrorist religion, that we all know the religion that is a terrorist. Then at first I was wondering which religion. Then he made one statement and I understood what he said indirectly. I don't know, he's trying to say it's Christianity, because said in Bible they killed a lot of people, they terrorized a lot of people in the Bible. This mostly happened in the Old Testament. That was before Jesus came to change the law, change things. In Old Testament, it's the law of Moses that was operating. Then when Jesus came, he came to give salvation. He made people understand that we need to show love to one another, and we should love our neighbor as ourselves. That's what Jesus came to preach about. So I understand, him pointing that out, but that doesn't mean he should just say we should all know the religion that is a terrorist. Well, let's just put that one aside. He said a lot of things that really caught my attention. I was like, wow, 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 wow. Now, yes, there's a point that he also made, that the person said Prophet Muhammad was a warlord. That is, all what he came to do is to create war. Then he now said Prophet Muhammad was never like that. That instead Jesus was more of that. I feel like Jesus came to create peace. No, based on what I've been hearing about Prophet Muhammad, based on his lifetime, there was war, battles, but Jesus never came to the earth for any war or battle. He came to preach the gospel more and to show people the way to God. That's it. That's my own opinion. I see it. I'm not trying to be biased here, because most people will say I'm being biased. There are some things that he said that it sound convincing because of it's written in the Bible. That's why we have two testaments. We have the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament, a lot of bad things happened in the Old Testament. A lot of kings fought war in the Old Testament. That's why in the New Testament things change. This Muslim scholar said a lot of things about Muhammad. I think he defended Prophet Muhammad more. Some things the Muslim scholar said about Christianity is quite right. I will not say it's not right. Yes, but that's how we have two testaments. So I think he focused more. Yes, most of the things he also said were said in New Testament. Matthew, Mark, Luke. You know, Matthew, Mark, Luke, they gave different stories about Jesus. This one said this one. This one said this one. This one said this one. Everybody saying what they witnessed. Well, that was a beautiful video, guys. Let me know your point of view. This is just my own opinion. Oh. I understand the video I just watched from this Muslim scholar, Love and Light. Let me know your point of view, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.